It's Greg and Joel Fix the World. Because if you haven't heard, guys don't hang out anymore, they start a podcast. While they're at it, they're fixing the world and solving every problem you've ever had. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Greg and Joel Fix the World. I'm Greg.
I'm Joel.
And this is the place where we present each other with questions or topics that the other is not expecting, has not prepared for, with the hope that interesting conversation therefore ensues and we take one step closer to fixing the world.
Has that happened yet? Interesting conversation?
Well, it's not up to us to decide, but I think we'll see.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see. So I think an important part of any fixing the world is venting is important.
Venting.
And I think we should do a little bit of that today. So what I want to ask you, Joel, is what are some things you love to hate?
Oh, we vey.
And you're not limited to one. I did say some things, so I know you're probably, where do I start?
Yeah,
How do I narrow this down? The top 1,000, the top 100?
All right. I mean, we have talked in a previous conversation about LinkedIn and things of that nature, but I'm going to try and hone in on that a little bit.
Okay.
Ever since I've entered the workforce, which was in the mid-90s,
Holy smokes.
20th century, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
There was this culture of corporate buzzwords that maybe it existed before then, but my life in the working world didn't exist before then, so I don't know about it. But it feels like it grew exponentially, this corporate buzzword culture, which doesn't mean anything. It confuses people, and it's only grown from there. So examples of that. And I used this expression before, and I hate myself for doing it, but thinking outside the box. That was the first weird corporate expression I ever heard. Someone said, "Oh, you're thinking outside the box." I was like, what? I'm too literal. Like, what box? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah. I really love to hate corporate culture baloney. I don't have enough bandwidth. Let me double click on that.
Oh, wow.
Table stakes, low-hanging fruit.
Oh,
I don't know. Like, there's so many of those things.
Do you want to talk about this right now, or should we take this offline?
Well, let me get my ducks in a row, and then we can do it.
I remember years and years and years ago, somebody mentioned that he didn't mention we're going to have a meeting. He called it a knowledge transfer.
Oh, Jesus.
So I couldn't call that a buzzword because I've never heard anybody else say that. But nobody should say that.
But that's like what Vulcans do when they touch your brain.
Knowledge transfer in progress. Yeah.
Downloading.
He should never have said that. He should never have put those words in my head that I have to deal with them for the rest of my life.
It's just so.
Yeah, corporate buzzwords. Yeah, I get it.
But
I kind of love to hate those too.
I can't explain it though. It's like we all know. We're all sitting in the meeting thinking the same things. Like, I can't believe you just said that. It makes you sound even more annoying than I thought you were initially. It's just terrible, and it's so persistent.
Do we bother going into why we think that's the case, or is it enough just to hate it and move on?
I think we should just hate it.
Yeah.
Because trying to analyze it legitimizes it to a point that I don't want to legitimize it.
Yeah. So give me a second. I want to feel the hatred in my body even more. It's like, I hate it.
It's not, you know what? There's an inauthenticity about it. It's not the way people really speak. Yeah. It's not the way people really think.
Yeah.
And it just sounds like you've become a robot.
Yeah.
And you heard someone else say that.
Yeah.
And now I don't trust you anymore because...
Yeah. And which is it more? Is it the language itself, which is detestable, I agree, or is it the game? It's the fact that we're playing a game and nobody's admitting we're playing a game, but this is a game. Like, nobody talks like this.
It's all of that. And usually the people that say those kinds of expressions, they look like you would want them to look of people who say those expressions. Like, they're kind of jerky.
Yeah.
They're kind of in your face a little bit. They're annoying. You don't like them. It's a whole picture of a person, you know?
Yeah. We're going to need you to go ahead and come in on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. Office space. Yeah. So that's one thing. That's one thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah.
What else do I love to hate? I don't know. What else you got?
Well, I got so many, but they're quite ridiculous and different. I love to hate, or I actually legitimately do hate. I don't know if I love it. I hate when people are following me in the car in front of me. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's driving in front of me kind of slowly, and okay, I'm going to get away from him at the next turn, but he turns. So he's still in front of me, and I'm just trying to get away. I said, why is this guy going exactly where I'm going, and he's still in front of me? And I hate that.
I have that when I take a lot of walks.
Yeah.
I walk a lot.
Yeah.
And people do that too, on like pedestrians.
Oh,
do that.
and they're like walking at some weird pace.
Yes, and they're in the middle of the sidewalk, and I'm trying to go around, and then they move to that side.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, we sound like angry old men today, don't we?
I think we are, and that's okay.
Grumpy old men, I should say.
Yeah.
But since you brought up driving, a new one I've noticed, and what's the deal with airplanes? A new one I've noticed is the no more thank you waves. I let you into my lane.
Oh, that's bad.
And nobody's thanking me anymore.
No. And
then I feel terrible that I didn't get the thank you wave. I feel so angry that I want to like kick him out of my lane after that.
That wave is a fundamental courtesy to the functioning of society. The wave, like it's like, like like a little quick in the rear view mirror. Like
yes,
you got to do that.
Exactly. But I'm going to say that more than 50% of the time I don't get the wave.
That's unforgivable.
Like even way higher than that, like probably 70% of the time I don't get.
Yeah.
And it makes me so angry.
Yeah.
But do I love to hate that? No, I just hate it.
You just hate it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, now you reminded me of one that I really hate, which is this particular scene comes to mind because there's this Greek restaurant. I used to drop my daughter off at a dance school, and it's like on this narrow street, and there's a Greek restaurant, and nobody's allowed to park there, but people would always park in front of the Greek restaurant, so it would always back up traffic in both directions. And what gets me is somebody would park there to run in and grab something, but they'd leave their four-way flashers on. It's like, oh, I know I'm breaking the law. I know I can't do this, but my car is sparkling, so it's okay.
It's the international symbol for I get to park here.
Yeah,
now.
I get to park here because I got lights doing blinky, blinky, and that's fine.
I've done that.
Yeah, you've done that.
Yeah. I was
you're part of the problem.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I took my kids this summer on a road trip in Eastern Canada.
Yeah.
And we were at a National Historic Site. It's called the Citadel in Halifax.
Yeah.
And when you come out of the Citadel, it's on a hill.
Yeah.
And you come down towards street level, and there's only one road out. It's a one-way road out.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take a picture of the three of us in front of the sign of the monument. So I parked the car there for half a second, and just as we ran to the sign, a giant tour bus came behind me, and I was blocking them.
Okay.
And I could hear the person on the loudspeaker saying, "Oh, someone thought it was a good idea to park here." So I am a bit a part of that problem in that moment.
But you had your flashers on?
I did.
Yeah. But you never lost sight of your car, right? Like it was really...
we
was
were
like a 2-second
5 seconds. Yeah, it was so...
No, I'm talking about when people just go in and they're bantering with the chef and waiting for their garlic bread, and it's like, it's all fine because my car's got its little flashies on, and that means I get to, the laws don't apply because my car is flashing. Yeah. I also hate wasps. I mean the insects, just to be clear.
Not the white people?
No. A couple of them. But no, wasps, like all of them. And I didn't make this up, but somebody once said, like, bees, like, if you think of bees, they pollinate the world and they give us honey. But wasps are just assholes. Like, they just... They come in and it's like, oh, I might land there. No, like they're doing that dance thing, like they're just and they can sting you like a million times. Right?
They don't die when they sting?
A bee can sting, like a regular bee can sting one time and then it's gonna die. And a wasp, if it wants to, it can sting you 1,000 times and it'll be just fine. And I don't think they should exist, and I hate them. Even though I know that they probably serve some kind of real important function in the world, but I hate them.
Do you know what the sushi said to the bee, Greg?
I think I can figure this out.
Wasabi.
Wasabi. Wow. This is.
Do you love to hate that kind of joke?
Yes. I love to hate puns. Yes. I think that's why puns are funny.
Yeah.
It's because we love to hate them.
Because they're not funny.
They're groaners, right? That's what makes them funny. Yeah. So what else, Joel? What else do you love to hate? I know we've talked about corporate culture. I know we've talked about buzzwords. I know we talked about all manner of authenticity, which bleeds into so many areas of life. With social media, we've talked about the duck faces that people put on when they're in photographs. I hate selfies in general. I hate when I see people taking selfies.
Yeah, that's
true. I hate the existence of selfie sticks, knowing that there are manufacturing plants somewhere in China that are mass churning out these things designed so that people can take more pictures of themselves. They're free from having their thumb have to touch the button. They got a little trigger so more people can photograph themselves. a million times to be on their phone and never be printed.
Well, then now you're sort of getting into the cultural things that I think we've talked about in other episodes, but just like that whole culture of me all the time. Look at me on my yacht. Look at me on my, with my gold bars behind me. Look at me or whatever. And I kind of love to hate that. I like seeing celebrities do stupid things, and then I feel all superior that I didn't get caught doing something stupid like they did. And I read a lot of gossip pages, and I love to hate that stuff too. Yeah, it's a bit shameful.
Yeah, it is shameful,
but I love it.
Yeah. What about the whole rage baiting culture that goes on? Like so much doom scrolling. It's designed like we've talked about this. Like social media has brought about the death of nuance, right?
Yeah.
There's no more discussion. It's all black or white.
You hate, I hate. You love, I love. It's only one thing.
It's all polarity, and it's issues that can't possibly be summarized by a hard yes or hard no.
Right.
They all need a lot of discussion, but social media makes it so easy to just take a position, and I hate that. I hate the death of nuance.
Yeah, well, that I don't think is going away. Yeah. It's only getting worse.
Yeah, but my question is, do you indulge in the stuff that makes you hate these? Do you doom scroll? Do you read stuff that makes you angry? Like, do you ever listen to either a conservative podcast or a left-wing podcast that it's just going to get you going, but you can't look away anyway?
I try not to. I can't say that I don't.
Yeah.
I do sometimes, but really not that often. The stuff I'm reading online is the news or like pop culture stuff.
Yeah.
And I try and stay away from the opinion stuff because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What Guy X said about a very important issue doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I try and stay away from that.
Yeah. So you stay away from the talking heads and the those who opine and the pundits.
Yeah.
But everyone with an opinion.
But even on the regular news, whatever you consider the regular news, they will have the comment section and the Joe on the street tweeted this.
Perfect example. Do you read comments? Because comments do nothing but make me angry.
Oh my God!
Comments they make. But why do I read them? I guess I must love to hate comments because comment sections are just fights.
Again, it's rare. I really try not to. But sometimes if I'm reading an article that I know, I think I'm trying to make myself angry.
Yeah.
I'm reading an article that I know is fraught with some kind of controversy.
Yeah.
So I will go to the comments on that article because I know I'm going to read something that will make me even angrier.
So you knew it. Yeah. So you're indulging. You're loving to hate that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I read. I don't know why I go places that upset me like that.
But it's kind of like eating bad food, eating junk food. Like, it's terrible. Yeah. And I need one more bite, just one more bite. I'm not going to do it after that. And I keep, it's that self-hate thing.
But even the name, like it has a name. It's called rage baiting.
Yeah.
Like, what is baiting about it? Why does anybody want to be baited into the rage? But we do it.
Yeah.
Like, you indulge in it, I indulge in it. Why is that such a thing? Because I think it's really, if we do want to save the world, we got to get rid of comments.
Or fix the world.
Fix the world. Yeah, we're not here to save anything. We're here to fix the world. That's a distinction. But yeah, the comment sections are fights. Social media is a lot of fights. All the punditry is very polarizing. The podcasts. That's why we try to take a balanced view. We're not here to do anything super serious. Just fix the world.
Yeah.
But why do people succumb to that? Why do we succumb to that? Like, why is rage baiting a thing? Why do we take the bait? We take the bait because we want to feel something.
You want to sort of validate your own opinions, I think. So even sometimes you want to validate them with people you agree with, and sometimes you want to validate them by seeing the opposite, going, well, that guy is for sure wrong. Yeah. And that guy is even more wrong than the first guy. Yes. And you are validating something by disagreeing with that comment.
Because the more wrong they are, the more right I must be.
Yeah, and like, look how stupid that was. That comment is so stupid. How could anyone ever think that?
Yeah. And back to LinkedIn, because we can never stay away for a long time.
This podcast was almost an exclusive LinkedIn
it
podcast.
Was, and we got to keep bringing it in because I know it lives deep in our soul that we have to expunge and exorcise.
I would say that's both our favorite thing to hate. To love hate.
Love hate, yeah. Because the comments on LinkedIn, it's not about so much fights. It's about the raw brown-nosing sucking up that you see going on there, right? Like somebody generates some banal post about, like we said, like, my toddler, went to school for the first day, and I learned what it is to lead a team, whatever. And then somebody writes, "You're so right. How you have that person." It's like, no, you don't think that. You don't agree.
No.
But yet you're writing that.
But those comments are different from newspaper or like Twitter comments.
Oh yeah, it's not. Well,
Those are just.
are we going to talk about Twitter and X? That's just raw.
I'm not even on. I'm not on those things.
Do you know what it's become? Do you know what
No,
X has become?
I don't. That's why I'm not there.
It's just pure, like, it just leaves you feeling like wounded and ugly inside. Like there's so much ugliness.
Yeah.
There's no ugliness on LinkedIn. It's annoying and people sucking up and it's game playing, but there's no real deep,
There's a
darkest side of humanity.
A tiny bit of that has creeped in. Like
yeah, maybe.
the politics has
Yeah,
creeped in.
yeah, there's a bit of that. Yeah, because as soon as somebody puts politics, there's going to be whataboutism and crapping on people and all that. But no, the like X has just, it's dark. Like just people hate each other and feel free to say it. And yeah, I still have it on my phone, so I know we've had this. I have it in a folder, so I don't go to it often. But yeah,
That's like putting the cookies in a cupboard you think you're never going to go to. You're still going to that cupboard.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I wonder, why do I ever go to it? Like my favorite podcaster, Sam Harris, he quite famously got off Twitter a couple of years ago, and he talks about like his health, his mental health got way better because it's such a damaging experience. Like there's just pure hatred. So many people just dehumanizing everybody.
Yeah.
And they feel free to say, like, you would never say this in front of somebody, you know? Like, you know, like Louis C.K. has a bit where he says, like, people in their cars, you know, say things like, you'd never be in an elevator and say, hey, fuck you! You know, face to face, hey, fuck you! Like,
you would.
Maybe I would, but in a car, like, people do that. But on Twitter, it's like, take that to the 1,000th power.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hate that. And I hate that I look at it. Yeah. You know, I'm going to delete it today. I'm going to...
Really?
Yes, I'll do it in front of you if you want.
All right.
Doesn't mean I can't, obviously, re-download it in 5 seconds, but at least today I'm going to... My little piece of fixing the world is I'm going to fix my own desire to ever wade into that.
I'm amazed that it's just that people get roped into it as much as they do, and that it's like they're looking for that. You know, we were talking about rage baiting. They're looking for it. I'm just amazed that they want the algorithm to feed them that stuff. It's like, I want more of that.
Yeah. And it's not like you had mentioned on LinkedIn where you feel if you're not there, you're going to miss the party. Even though it's a terrible party, you feel you kind of have to keep connected and keep known and keep visible. I think on X, people want to be invisible. Nobody would, you know, most people who are really being awful to each other, they're not using the real name.
Right.
It's just a playground for bullying
and
nastiness. Yeah. No, I'm actually glad to hear you're not on it. Because since
I was, you know, when it first came out, and I figured, like, for work, I had a work one, I had a private one, and I would post like stupid catty things about the Academy Awards or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I just deleted it, and I realized that I had no followers for my work thing, and deleted that. It's like, nobody needs this, nobody wants it.
And I'm sure there is legit stuff. Like, it used to be good for news, right? And like it was cool. Like I would, like, Penn and Teller, I thought, awesome magicians, and I would tweet to Penn and he would tweet back.
Oh.
Like, that's the only time you could really actually connect with cool people like that. So that probably still does exist. But yeah, and I'm not blaming Musk for the takeover. I just think it's the population. It's the population, and just it's the medium that if it allows anonymous venting, you get some really ugly crap. So I'm gonna get off it.
But it knows what you like.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're getting the anonymous crap that you like.
Yeah, the algorithm is a real thing. Yeah. Like it's designed to feed you what it thinks you want, and the longer it keeps you on, that's its goal.
Yeah. And we don't want to keep people on this podcast any longer for today.
No, because we don't want them to love to hate this.
No.
We want you to like this.
Is this something you think they could love to hate? I hope not.
No, I hope not. No, but it's funny because just talking about this, like, I feel it in my chest, like the anger, like I'm experiencing that nastiness of social media.
But I think where you started the conversation and where we ended up are different places. Like,
It was more love to hate, like more of a kind of pet peeve, friendly kind of
yeah, it was
happy
gonna be
thing.
a little more funny, a little
Yeah.
more happy.
And
And it was the what's the deal with airplane food?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and I took us to a dark place. So, but so be it.
Yeah, that's life sometimes.
life.
And we brought it back to a light place.
Well, you did, so thank you.
Okay, I
Thank you.
did.
What's the deal? Yeah, thank you. So, thank you for going there with that
All right,
question.
thank
and,
you.
Thank you all for being here, viewing, listening, and smash that subscribe button. And I do mean smash it. Like, if it's going to get you off social media, take a hammer and just destroy your phone right now. You'll be a healthier person for it. And we'll see you later.
All right, take care.